Alright guys, more new cards. It seems like every day there are new cards that get leaked. But anyways, let's go and check out the new Kriston Synchro Monster. Is this going to be enough to make him good finally? Anyways, we've got Kriston Line Gander. So it's a level 9 water machine synchro, and it has 3,000, 3,000. So it requires 2 or more tuners plus 1 non-tuner monster. So it's very difficult to get out for most decks. But anyways, if this card is synchro summon, you can target monsters your opponent controls or in their graveyard equal to the number of synchro materials used for this card. Synchro summon. Banish those. So it's like the Junk Destroyer, but it banishes. So that's already a plus side. And then the second effect is if this card, if this Synchro Summon card is destroyed by battle by card effect, you target one banished monster except for this card and special summon that monster. So that could be your opponent's stuff. That is an insane effect. I think that this is definitely pretty decent. Although a lot of cards now, I feel like in Yu-Gi-Oh, they all banish. So like, I don't know if you're gonna get that effect because it has to be destroyed to actually get that effect. But nonetheless, still a pretty decent effect. And the summoning conditions are a little bit harsh, but you guys let me know how you feel about that. But anyways, we've got more cards to check out. Now, this card might make Pot of Desires see less play. Let's check it out. So it's called Lawn Mowing Next Door. It's a normal spell card I think is going to be really good in a lot of different decks. But anyways, the effect is if there are more cards in your deck than your opponent's deck, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard until it's the same size as your opponent's. So we could be looking at a lot of people that are like, you know what, I'm going to go run 60 cards. And if I'm playing Infernoids, bam, activate, just keep on dumping those cards. That could be insane, because most people play 40 cards, but this could completely change it around. Could you guys imagine just turn 1 going, oh, well, you know what, I'm going to activate this, send 20 cards from my deck to the grave? That's broken in, like, Light Sworn. I don't know, like, there's so many cards where this just becomes absolutely broken. Let me know, guys, is this going to make you guys stop running Pot of Desires? Or are you just all going to run 60 card decks now? Because this is an insane card. Like I mentioned before, sending 20 cards from your deck to the graveyard for 1 card for certain decks. Infernoids, Light Sworn, Burning Abyss. I think the options that this card allows is crazy. Yeah, you have to play 20 more cards, but you send 20. Now, keep in mind, though, there is a downside. If you run multiples of these, they might be dead cards later down the line. I don't know, you could be running a lot of cards that let you discard. I don't know, there is Fairy Tale, like, there's so many cards where this card just becomes, like, absolutely just, like, game-breaking broken turn 1 if you play 60 cards. I could rant on about how many different decks could use this. I think we can save that for a stream. I'll probably end up streaming abusing this card. Let me know, guys, what decks could abuse this, because I feel like I can make a discussion video for just this card, which I'll probably end up doing once we figure out what works with it. But next up, we got Terminal World Next. It's a continuous spell card that says, activate only if you control no other cards and your opponent controls 3 or less monsters and 3 or less spell and trap cards. Neither player can control more than 3 monsters. Also, neither player can control more than 3 spell trap cards. Ban like the we banned the Kaiser Coliseum to have that like mechanic gone, but then like there's a card that reintroduces itself that's it's not as good. I feel like it's a really watered down, but it's like the same like logic. I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Okay, but I just don't think the card is that insane. But nonetheless, if you happen to Ojama Trio them or something, then you go for that. I don't know. It could be interesting. Let's put it that way. But next up we have, speaking of that the Fairy Tale card that like lets you summon, which we were just talking about with the lawn mowing card. I think it's like you banish like 7 cards and you special summon it. But anyways, we have Fairy Tale Cinderella here. So it's 1850 attack, says monsters on the field cannot be targeted by the effects of spell cards except for this one. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spell card, equip 1 spell card from your hand or deck or graveyard to this card, but return that card to the hand during the end phase. I feel like there could be a lot of crazy things with this card. I don't know what exactly, but you guys let me know. Like, I remember back in the day, like, Axe of Despair was a thing. Like, Axe of Despair was, like, a good card, but, I don't know, like, I don't feel like there's a equip card that, like, a lot of decks can just use and it's automatically good, you know what I mean? But, next up we have Macro Morph. So, it's a normal trap card that says target 1 face of monster opponent controls. That monster's attack and defense are doubled, but it cannot attack directly. That's pretty decent. If maybe your opponent attacks into you, double it. And that's not original attack, so you can get cards up to crazy amounts of attack. Interesting card. And it obviously can still inflict battle damage to your opponent. I don't know. It seems like not too bad of a card. I don't know what deck's gonna make use of it, but like in some rogue. We're talking about them rogue players. Maybe. All right. Maybe you'll see some play in those. But the next few things that we're gonna be taking a look at is other release dates for some Yu-Gi-Oh content. So these were all at the New York Comic-Con booth. I guess I can open up pictures of each individual one if you guys want like zoomed up pictures. The quality's not the best, but it's just like showing off some of the stuff. There is one card that we can finally see its full effect. Dark Magic Inheritance. So it's a spell card that says banish two. It's a quick play spell card. Banish two spell cards from your graveyard. Add one spell trap card from your deck to your hand that specifically lists the card Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl in its text, except for Dark Magic Inheritance. You can only activate one per turn. So it's kind of an interesting card. I like the artwork on this. I really like seeing Dark Magician Girl without her hat on. But there's also like a new binder. I don't know if they've improved some of the quality of these. I don't know if some of you guys bought some of the Six Samurai sleeves. I know those sold really well. But overall, the quality on some of these, they just break down over time. Maybe they're not for us competitive players that play like 69 hours a week. Well, there's also a release date, and there's a confirmation of something called Fusion Enforcer. So I'm assuming it's going to be some type of thing that incorporates a lot of fusion stuff, and that's coming out February. Then the Dark Side of Dimensions card sleeves and the 9-pocket portfolio is coming out February 17th. And then we have Raging Tempest Special Edition coming out in March, and there's also that new spell card which we just checked out. There's also this card over here. It looks like it's a field spell card. We can go ahead and read that. It says if you control a level 4 or lower Earth Rock type monster, you can target one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster in your graveyard and special summon it. You can only use this effect of Magnetic Field once per turn. So that's the name of the card. It's Magnetic Field. Once per turn, at the end of the damage step, when an Earth Rock type monster you control battled an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, you can return that monster to the hand. So let's see bounce back stuff. It's a decent little card. I know we actually uploaded recently the Magnet Warriors, so if you guys are interested in checking out Magnet Warriors in action, I don't feel like they're going to be super meta, but I know there's some nostalgic fans that will be interested in that. But anyways, let me know, guys, what are you guys most excited about? I'm excited about this Lawn Mowing Next Door card. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of broken turn one, and I know there's so many decks that can use this. Like, setting 20 card is crazy. But anyways, I don't know. I think you could do Left Arm Offering, like discard your whole hand. I think that's that card, right? You add a spell card, add this card, activate it, send 20. Like, and Infernoids, that's crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna make an Infernoid deck. I already know it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go like button, a kitty slap. And I'm signing out.